lesson went.
Overall, I think the lesson was good. I think we had a good grasp on class management, which was great. Worked very well together. Also, more specifically, the warm up took a little long, and I think the directions were kind of vague. So narrow, making sure we explain the directions or have them listed there. I think that was something, an opportunity there with us. Also, I just think, yeah, that was our opportunity, just being more specific.
Right.
Also, scaffolding the GSP work session would have been great. So maybe having an example there for them, and then or tailoring it back for them to work on.
Yeah, I think like with that, it was easy. Like it was really hard for me to, when I was designing that, like what is intuitive and what isn't. Like
right.
What is it that seems really easy for me, but like thinking through all the problems.
Yeah.
I guess there's always gonna be something that you miss, but that's where the practice makes perfect comes in. But,
exactly.
But yeah, I thought when I went through and watched again, I thought you did a really good job of keeping people on task.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were a couple of times where I was talking, and it was like I was trying to address the whole class, but I was standing back somewhere else. And so it's important, I think, like something I'll have to work on is actually going to the front, getting everyone's attention, and then saying it. Because I feel like I was having to repeat myself a couple times.
Right.
Whereas, and I think one time I was in the middle of trying to say something,
and
you're like, listen up, everybody, listen, and everyone listens, like, listen
right.
up. So being more assertive with that, I think would be good, at least from my perspective.
I think together we worked well as a team, and I think that helped us because I think even though they're our classmates, they, even from some of the comments, they respected us because I think we just worked well hand in hand together. So I think that was the most effective part as far as the lesson time management and the classroom management piece, and also knowing our strengths. So you're a great illustrator. So me being able to verbalize the actual concept and then you able to draw it, I think that was very effective.
That's not something we planned on.
Exactly, but it worked for the audience we were teaching. So I think that was great.
And we had good transitions. I thought we kind of flowed from each topic to the next.
Not a lot of downtime.
Right, which was important. And I think that goes back to how we designed the lesson. It was like I feel like it kind of flowed directly into
the next.
Our warm up led into what we were doing, and then we were able to keep going from there.
All right. So basically, that leads to the next topic, which is why did we design the lesson the way we did? I feel like when you're teaching, just as a teacher, you have a beginning, a middle, and a close. And even though our beginning was kind of long, and we didn't get to really dive into the work session, that even in our closing, even though it was a formal one that we wanted, everybody was able to understand how the key terms were able to relate to the new vocabulary. So I think that was a plus for us. So maybe just building, from one step to the next step.
And I think it was important that, like, even though the beginning was long, it was important for them to have those terms. And they're just like, it'd be hard to go on to teaching in-center or teaching circumcenter and centroid without them knowing what a median is. Like it's like make sure that they have that before you go on to the next. And we definitely had to stop and go on, but it was good to. I'd rather spend more time there and maybe a little less time at the end closing than skip ahead and have them be confused for the rest of the lesson.
Ask more questions. Right. I agree too.
And we engaged the students. I think GSP. I think people enjoyed that. And it maybe looking back, if we would have done maybe just more focus on one point, they could have had more time to actually play with the triangles and actually get more use out of the GSP and see how all the different shapes move the point. But I think anytime you integrate technology,
it's a plus.
It's a
for
plus.
the teacher.
Yeah.
It's probably new to the student too. Also, having the actual reading piece too as a part of the warm up, because they were able to, filling out the table, then they can go back and refer to it later, which helped us in the closing because they were actually able to, hey, they actually got these ideas and concepts that we rolled out. So just integrating technology as a whole for us was a way that we, engage the students.
Yeah, that's actually one thing I didn't think about, but I think it is. I think with a lot of students, it's hard for them to take note, like to know what to take notes for.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of gave them a format,
Right.
and that's something they can like take with them.
Right.
Maybe that might be something that's difficult with technology. I'm not sure. Like with this lesson, I wonder if it'd be hard for. Like, we'd have to have a separate worksheet maybe for them to fill out as they go.
Right.
Because come exam time, would it be hard for them to kind of refer back to their GSP lesson,
right,
and study that?
Mm-hmm.
We had that worksheet that went along with it.
Yeah, I think we should have took from Josh had that. Hey, this is how you do it, but this is what I need you to do to fill out. We should have had a fill out sheet, actually. So we move this. Okay, play this as a acute angle, obtuse, and things like that. We should just have a separate worksheet. So.
Right. Which I might have thought about it. And our performance-based activity was the GSP.
So basically,
thing, that was the ratios and the length.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess it's not huge, but it's a good.
It's the key.
Yeah.
That was just being a key property that
Right.
going back to the properties of the worksheet, they could have added that too for the centroid. I feel like our objectives were achieved. Key point, the closing.
Yeah.
Each time I called off a vocabulary term, they were able to give me the key terms and maybe one of the properties of the key terms.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually a collaborative effort from the group, not just, one person. It seems like, we had everybody's attention, which to me, it made me feel good because even though they're, they're in our cohort, it was something in us that they saw to give us their attention and say, hey, we really understood this. We need to follow through with their style and what they're doing. So I just feel like the closing was the key component for us as well.
I like the part where, and I guess it was the warm up when I really felt like that was when we co-taught the most, is when you were describing, this is what a median does, right? And then I was behind you illustrating it. So we had two different jobs, both really important, and students were getting a lot out of both.
Right.
And I thought that was
and
really
that's what Cheryl's like, oh, okay, the pictures, it click, it makes sense, versus
and then some kids were looking at the picture saying, I don't understand what that is, and then they're hearing you say, it divides the side in half, and it's perpendicular, and I thought that was really good. Because I think that's hard. I think that's hard to do with one teacher sometimes.
Right, because you can't be.
Because you're sitting there trying to talk and draw
Then
confused.
you have people throwing in the bag.
Because your back's to the wall, and so you're able to sit out there and talk, and I thought that was good.
Okay.
Good debrief.
I think we did a good job.